Hello and welcome to Wargamer Online's Season 2 Age of Sigmar Battle Reports. We are kicking things off with Idoneth Deepkin versus Daughters of Khaine.
This video is made possible by our patrons.
Okay, so here we are, back for Season 2, back on YouTube, back filming Age of Sigmar, back from
home.
university. Yay! So yeah, of course, those of you are wondering where we've been and are not keeping up with the rest of the stuff, essentially Jack's back from university. He's been off trying to cure cancer, or at least learning how to cure cancer. Yeah. Keeping it real. Yeah, but you're back. We're going to try and do a whole bunch of games. We're going to try and film an entire season of battle reports over the Christmas break. We're aiming for somewhere between 10 and 20 battle reports. Yeah. And there's going to be a mixture, most of them going on YouTube, but also some of them going on Patreon as well, our Patreon page. And we are going to kind of split a few things up as well. We're going to do some kind of sit-down chat post-game discussions, which are also going to go over on our Patreon page as well. So do check that out. Right. What are we looking at?
Well, it's the grudge match, isn't it? You know, I've gone back to my roots of, well, we're kind of picking up where we left off with my Daughters of Khaine versus your Idoneth. But of course, this time, new units, new rules. Well, hey, I've now got... She's finally a goddess. My dream has come true. Morathi is finally a goddess.
Of course.
And she's got the stats to show it now, or at least I hope she does. We're about to find out. And you've got, you know, some of your fishy things have gotten a bit better, but, you know, who cares?
Who cares? No, I'm actually quite excited by it. I'm terrified by Morathi, for sure. Really worried about how that's going to play out. She just seems so powerful, and you can do such shenanigans now, but we'll get that into the game. I've not built the list in the smartest possible way. What I wanted to do was include all the new units.
Yeah, to be honest, I haven't either. I've been working with some of the new stuff. The Bloodstalkers now are insane with Morathi. So you'll be definitely seeing, I think, with Shadow and Pain that I've got 15 of them in a unit, which will be quite fun. And I should mention as well, unfortunately, due to me only getting back from uni about probably a week ago and still actually being at uni, technically doing my lectures and work, I haven't had time to do any of the Iron Scale or anything, and I have been working on the Lumineth, and I'm almost at 2,000 points of Lumineth. I've just got Big Daddy and his little pet to do, and I'll be at 2,000 points. So I might be able to do some meeting engagements, some smaller point games, because I definitely have enough of that later until I do have it finished. But slowly working my way through between work and...
I think things like meeting engagements, we might even do some live meeting engagements again, probably onto the Patreon page, maybe a couple on YouTube as well. But you will have seen the announcement by now. We've moved all of the, essentially the supporting mechanism for Wargamer Online over to Patreon. You can still access all of our premium content and all the rest. If you've not seen the announcement, do go check our page out. There's a whole bunch of additional content on there as well. And none of this would be possible without the support we get from what was our premium members, but now our patrons. So thank you very much for that.
Yes, thank you very much.
Right, I think we need to jump into this and start working out everything that we need to do. It's been a while. Okay, Jack, battle plan, forcing the hand.
Yeah, we decided to do one of the new missions. Well, I say new missions, General's Handbook has been out for quite a while. But one of the new missions to General's Handbook 2020, Forcing the Hand. As you can see, the deployment zones are kind of this weird little zig L shape. That's the word I'm looking for, these L's. And there's 6 objectives located here, as you can see, all along the middle. And the battle's 5 rounds long, as ever, and you score victory points by holding the objective. You get 3 victory points for holding a primary objectives, and 1 victory point for holding these any other objectives. And the primary objectives, actually, you decide which one of the objectives in your deployment zone are the primary objectives, and your opponent has to try and get them. So it's kind of like, you can kind of judge where your enemy's got a weaker flank or you've got a stronger defense and say, well, I'm going to choose this one. But yeah.
Okay. Okay, jumping into my 2,000 points Idoneth Deepkin army, we have the Enclave Bhutan. They are led by Voltonos, the High King of the Deep. He's my general, coming with his new shiny Void Chill Darkness. That gives him -1 to hit for attacks within 3 inch.
Yep.
Pretty excited about that. We also have the Eidolon of Mathlan, Aspect of the Sea. Boy, I wish I got Aspect of the Storm painted right now, but nevertheless, he's popping along with the old classic Cloud of Midnight and the Lure of the Deep, Steed of Tides. I have 2 Ishran Soul Renders, and might as well jump into it, each accompanied by 10 Nemorality Thralls in my battle line. Over on my far left-hand flank, I also have an Ishran Tidecaster who has Lure of the Deep, Tide of Fear. I've already mentioned the 2 Thralls, but I also have a unit of Akelian Morsar Guard. Eels up inside ya. And 2 Akelian Alapexes, both with the net launcher.
I'm not looking forward to this.
We'll see.
They've gone from a joke to just whatever the hell this is.
We'll see. We'll see. And finally, of course, the Behemoth, the Leviathan, and something new here. The mount trait, the Reverberating Carapace, which extends my +1 save now.
Oh, it's so
to
fast.
15 inches.
Oh, no.
15 inch +1 save
Yep.
bubble.
Yeah.
And then finally, for my secondary objectives or my auxiliary objectives, I am taking Cornered and Pillage.
For my 2,000 points Daughters of Khaine, I am taking the Temple Zanith K, which is the new one out of the Broken Realms book, so that'll be interesting to see how it works. Starting off, I have Morathi Khaine, and she's taken the Law of Shadows Mind Razor.
Oh, Mind Razor, yeah.
Yeah, because, you know.
Yeah, well.
Next up, I have the Edgy Team. She is the Shadow Queen. Oh, two of them on the table at the same time. This is going to be weird. Next up, for the General, to make my Snakes battle line, I have a Bloodrack Medusa on foot, or on tentacle, I guess. She's got the command trait from Zenith K. She has the artifact Crystal Heart because I'm able to take 2 artifacts in Zenith K. And she also has the Withering.
Nice.
I then have 2 Hag Queens. This one is the one without the artifact, so it has Blessing of Khaine Prayer. And the other one has the Blood Sigil artifact with Sacramental Blood and Catechism of Murder prayers. Battle line, I have 2 units of 10 Blood Sisters, and I am using the new rules out of Shadow and Pain for them as well, so they have changed a little bit. And then lastly, I have 30 Witch Elves with double knives because can't leave home without these girls.
Blenders.
Yeah. Off the table, I have 2 units of 5 Canary Heart Renders, which I will also be using the new rules for out of Shadow and Pain. For my auxiliary objectives, I chose Vengeful Counter and Overwhelm. And because I was 20 points under, I rolled for my Triumph and I got Indomitable, which is probably the worst one because bikinis don't offer a lot of armor saves. But it is a once per game reroll saves on a unit for a face.
Nice. Keeping it honest as well. I didn't see you do that roll and still got the worst. Quick look at deployment. Yeah, obviously the 2 units of battle line holding the outer objectives there. That keeps moving. And then just a central bubble really, all kind of around the Leviathan, the 15-inch bubble giving the +1 save. Obviously there's 1 unit out of there at the moment.
Yeah, very similar for me. Kind of snakes out on either flank. Big block of witches in the middle with pretty much all the character support. Big Morathi in the middle, ready to go where she wants, and little Morathi out on here to do some spell sniping.
Nice. Right, well there we go. They are the forces. That's how they're arranged. All we've got to do is you finish dropping first.
I did.
It's the way it worked out.
I did.
I think you get to call.
I'm going to give you first turn. I'm not in like a great position.
You know I'm not going to do much.
Yeah, exactly. And that's pretty much why. Like, I'm not going to do
might
much
as well
on my
go for the
turn. I'm just
double.
going to run up and get attacked, so I might as well
Okay.
go first.
Here we go then. Season 2, Idoneth Deepkin, turn 1. Right, here we go. Into my hero phase, gain a command point, of course. I'm going to be banking that. Not a lot I can do. I'm going to go for the ritual. See if I can turn off fly. You've not got a huge amount with fly, but you've got some stuff. So, coming from the Tidecaster,
Yep.
there's a hero within 3 inches, and I'm right next to the shipwreck. So, +2 on this. Need an 8. Get a 4. Doesn't happen. Mystic Shield, I think.
Yeah.
Yep, let's cast Mystic Shield out of the Idolent of Mathlan. And on the 3, it fails.
Re-roll.
Do get a re-roll, don't I? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to be swapping these dice. They're going in the bin. So that didn't happen. I think that's it. Into movement.
Cool.
Right, into my movement phase I go. The Leviathan 10-inch move. Under the new stats, that goes to there.
Yep.
Hopefully holding that objective. And within 24 inches of that unit there. That's your closest unit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's move that within range and coming out from behind there. Okay, we're going to just bubble wrap a little bit. Got to be careful, you do have some little dudes, Khaine off the table, but he's going to stand on the objective. And, okay, this unit here, kind of, I need to be within 15 inches of him, and within 6 inches of, so I'm just going to kind of come around there, like that, protect my soul render, leave them with the 6-up ignore, and shield him a little bit. Got a 10-inch move on these guys. So he's still out of range. I was looking at possibly putting a lucky shot across there to stop piling, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I'll tell you what I can do.
Oh yeah, I should have said this objective's the primary.
Oh, you did. You did tell me, but you said off camera.
Yeah.
So move forward to there. Right now, you know, Voltornus is going to chip forward a little bit.
He's only a 10 inches away.
10 inch, yeah.
I mean, he's pretty safe because he's got the cloud.
Gonna come to there. I don't want him to be the closest. What shooting units have you got?
Literally only Marathi.
Big Marathi, yeah?
Bit Shadow Queen.
So that means you're going to target those guys who are in cover on +1 save. Oh, as long as I did remember to move him, which I forgot. Are you okay if I had a shovel? Yeah. I did say my intent and then
I've got all
simply
the
forgot what I was doing
as well, but of course they're up in the sky.
Yeah, which they might come down, but you'd be foolish to deploy them on turn 1, wouldn't you? Well, maybe not. Well, I'm in cover, +1 save. Yeah, you know, go for it. Fill your boots, mate. Fill your boots. There's a lot of +1 save floating around at the moment. Okay. I think that's it. We're into shooting. Yep. First up then, the Alapex with its net launcher attack. This is hitting on 3s. I'm re-rolling 1s because of the locality of Voltornus. Yeah. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. And it's a 2. While I'm here, let's just do the second Alapex. Yeah. He's off camera over here, but you know, we get what we're looking for. And it's a 6, so you are hit at least. And I'm looking for a 3 to wound. 2. Right, I'm just going to keep working through those dice.
They're not piling in now.
They're not piling in at least. And then we will go straight onto the Leviathan's harpoon launchers. 8 attacks now, difference in stats here. I am having to refer to the books, folks. 8 attacks hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s, wounding on 3s with a -1 rend. Going into the only unit in range, which is these dudes with the scaff touch, never remember their name. Blood Sisters. 8 attacks, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. And there's a 1, but everything else is hit. We'll see where that goes. That's hit as well. And wounding on 3s. Okay, so that is 6 wounds. -1 rend.
Woo! 6 up armor. And a 6 to ignore damage. 3 wounds go through, so 1 and a bit dies.
1 and a bit dies. Here we go into my battle shock phase then. There's no combats, no charging, no nonsense.
No.
Score 3 victory points for the 3 objectives I hold, 1 point each. Primary objective was named as being over there. And I think that's it, basically. I'm sat on a command point as we move into Daughters of Khaine turn 1.
Yep. It's token time. So I'm putting 1 witch brew. 2 witch brew.
Do you need to roll for those?
No, not witch brew. Then I've got my prayers. I'm putting Martyr Sacrifice onto these girls, the witch elves. I get it.
What do you need for prayers? 3 of them. Yeah.
Then Blessing of Khaine onto the witch elves.
Okay.
As well. No, didn't get that one. And then Catechism of Murder onto Marathi.
What?
Yeah, she got it.
She's not going to be doing anything this turn.
That's right.
Is she?
You never know.
Is she?
I'm going to... I don't think it's called Arnsapul's Black Horror anymore. I think it's just called Black Horror, but from her. It's got a 36-inch range, and I'm going to smack it onto the Leviathan.
Go for Voltornos, you coward.
With the +2, that's a 7. +1 from her own casting, and +1 from the scenery.
Try and deny from your man. I've used the reroll as well, so...
You just get to reroll.
I'm going to double check that because these stats have changed, but let's go for the roll first and see if I need it.
Oh, right, you stop
on
it
a 9,
anyway,
I'm good, so yeah, you carry on while I check that rule.
Oh, I might Mystic Shield. Oh, I rolled 1 off the table. Oh, that's a 13 on the Mystic Shield, so you can't stop that.
No.
And I'll put that on the Blood Sisters. Yeah, the Bloodwrack Medusa can't cast any of her spells because she's not ready. I am gonna Mind Razor Big Marathi.
Coming from... Come on, let's get the names right.
Sorry,
so Marathi
Mind Razoring the Shadow Queen.
Nice.
I get that on an 8. You can try and stop it.
I think I can only cast 1 spell with the Idoneth of Battlepllan.
Oh
no, 2 spells. So that's 2 denies, and you're absolutely right. I can re-roll as many casts and denies as I want, but then I lose the heal.
Yeah.
So here we go. Let's go for. Did you say 8?
Yeah.
Failed that one. Go in again.
Oh yeah.
And on a 6, you're good.
So the Shadow Queen is Mind Razored.
Excellent news for all involved.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Movement.
Just on to movements.
Here we go into movement.
First up is Marathi doing her 14-inch move. Sorry, the Shadow Queen. I'm never going to get used to this. Doing her 14-inch move up to there. Then the Witch Elves are going to run, because they are Witch Elves, and that's what they do. I get to reroll 1s, because blood, right? And it's a 5, so that's an 11-inch move on these girlies. Yeah, that gets them pretty far up. Gets them up
far
to
enough.
here. They're on movement trays, so, you know.
I don't think you're not going to make a charge, though, are you? No, 14
not,
inches.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't get any bonuses.
Of course, double turn will be somewhat terrifying, of course.
Yeah, that's kind of the
There's
thing.
not a lot I
I'm
can
kind
do
of
about
like, I might as well move up because likelihood is you probably won't go too aggressive. Maybe you
In
will.
turn
I'll
2.
save that. Yeah, the Bloodwrack Medusa.
Who knows? Who knows?
That is an 11 on her, so she can just keep slithering.
Hey, while you're moving around as well, I'd love some feedback
Hank.
on the new design. We've got like new dice trays and the whole new frame and all that kind of stuff. So, comments below
Somewhere over there.
would be nice.
The snakes get a 14-inch, so they will start slithering up and round.
So scary, this army.
Then I've got another Hag Queen. It's gonna run.
Sorry, I've not named my primary objective, but it's
haven't?
this one over here. It was the furthest one away. So, does that change? You've not moved anything there yet, have you? So,
Hag gets an 8-inch.
do apologise,
so
Jack.
that one's gonna move round to here. What do I do with these snakes? I don't think they're going to do a lot. They are just going to kind of put everybody on the objective. I can't get to that other primary objective yet, so we will see how it goes. And then Morathi is going to Morathi. Yeah, I can call her Morathi because she is Morathi.
Morathi
is going to
hyphen
run
Khaine.
Khaine. That is a 10-inch. Probably lose a couple of inch going up and over.
So you've read the book. Is she a god? She certainly thinks she is.
She thinks she is.
Yeah.
I think she is.
She probably
She
is.
calls herself a goddess now. She is.
That's it.
The kind of
Yeah.
with her name, she has become Khaine at this point. She's
She was
absorbed
always,
all the souls of the old elven kings.
as crazy as it sounds
And-
anyway, she was always illustrated on the pantheon of the Order
Yeah,
gods
I mean,
anyway.
she,
You know, in the
she
old
was
illustration.
part of the pantheon of Order.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
did help in Trapslaner. She was as powerful as a god.
Mm.
Just now, she is kind of Khaine is now her essence, or at least that's how I take it. So
Great stuff.
and I think that's all my movements.
I
need
also
to
know
shoot
she
him.
completely slapped Voltornos in that book as
she
well.
did.
So.
Voltornos is just a dude, so
He's
you
a-
know
Cool.
he's a good dude.
Into your shooting phase, you got one shot,
Got-
as
I got-
Eminem said.
One shot, and it's Morathi with her gaze. It's now 18-inch range instead of 6-inch range, so you know I'll take it. It's onto the thrall. She can stare at you from really far away. It's onto the thralls on a 2-10. Yeah.
I shouldn't laugh, but you know.
Yeah.
And with no charges in range, and obviously no combat, we go into battle shot.
Didn't do anything.
3
so
points.
3 points.
Hell of a lot of an advance on the table, though. Slightly
Yep.
concerned now. And now we roll to see if you win the game.
Basically.
I don't think it's. I was going to say we roll to see who wins the game, but I think realistically we're talking about we roll to see if you win the game.
Yeah.
Because me getting it doesn't make that much difference. You getting it,
Yeah.
ooh, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay then, here we go. Let's move into roll off. Here we go then. Roll off for turn 2. Oh,
We got
3.
4.
Oh, I'm so dead. Here we go then. I think that's a pretty devastating blow for
We were
me.
saying either way it goes would be devastating, but this is.
I could have done some stuff if I'd have got the turn for sure.
Yeah.
Probably could have made a mess of some of your core units.
Yeah.
I certainly could have chipped some wounds off Morathi, making her less dangerous to me. She does start to bracket, doesn't she?
Eventually.
She doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't bracket as bad as she used to.
Well, the only reason.
Sorry, you know what?
yeah.
Not Morathi.
Shadow Queen.
Shadow
The
Queen.
only reason she didn't bracket as bad as she used to is because she's better. So.
Yeah, she is better. But if you're getting this turn, I know I'm just receiving like a million charges.
Yeah.
It's just your whole army.
Yeah.
So let's go for it. Let's see what happens into your
Okay.
hero phase.
Right. Straight away, witch brews go down. The hags are only in range of the witches. So one witch brew goes onto the witches.
Right.
Prayers now. I'm going for martyr sacrifice onto the
For the
witch
3.
elves. I get it. So martyr sacrifice goes on. Catechism of murder. I'm going to put on Morathi. Oh no! I failed, and the hag takes D3 mortal wounds, which is 1, which I don't ignore. So that's a big blow.
It's not that big a blow, but it's a
Well,
blow.
it is.
It's a blow.
Blessing of Khaine onto the witches. No.
No.
Oh, dear.
Oh, okay.
Mind Razor onto Morathi.
Okay.
I
Get it on a
with
7, but you're on a +2, aren't you?
No,
Oh,
I'm on
+1.
+1 now.
I'll
So I
go
do
for
get
the
it on
deny.
a-
Where is that coming out of Morathi
Morathi.
Khaine onto Shadow Queen?
Yeah.
Let's go for the deny from him because I get the reroll.
Yep.
So looking for 9, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Reroll.
Reroll in. Oh, it's in.
Okay, so I've got the Mind Razor at least.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go for a Black Horror onto the Leviathan.
I don't know what Black Horror is, but
It's a 7.
7.
So
He's still got a
it's
deny.
got one more reroll as well.
And I deny it on an 8.
Need it. Okay. Mystic Shield onto Marathi. With a 5/6, I get it. You've got the Tidecaster. Is she within 30?
I think she is. It's not. Whoa! As he knocks his boat over. Apologies. Haven't moved her forward, tempting as it was. That's 30
Yeah,
for me.
you're in.
Okay, so the Tidecaster. What did you get it on?
A 6.
Come on, Tidecaster.
Yep.
8.
Stop that.
Nice.
Then do I have?
Something's moved there. I was within 6 inches of the boat, so.
I think that's all my stuff. That's everything. So it's into movements.
Oh, you want to do that? Do you want to jump straight to Battle Shop?
No, I think we'll try it.
Right, into movements we go.
Oh, I've got to get rid of that big bubble. Oh,
Really?
She's only a 14 inch.
You're fine. You don't need to do anything about the Leviathan.
Shadow Queen.
I'm going to Overwatch.
Get into there. I mean, I'm not guaranteed to get in. The Witch Elves are going to run.
Yeah.
5, so that's an 11. Kind of just.
If they're going funneling through that tunnel, that gets the furthest one to there.
I mean,
so let's
I'll
move
just
that out of the
take
way.
that out
Yeah,
the
put them
way
sideways
and
like
they
that.
can Just kind of.
If you do that and then kind of spin them around and do that, I think you kind of get in. And we'll allow you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more models towards the front. Yeah.
Alright, they can just.
Yeah, I know. It saves on basing them all though, doesn't it? And we know what's
They
going
can
on.
kind of just get up to there.
Okay.
This snake is going. The Blue Drac Medusa is advancing, which gets her quite a bit. That gives her a 14-inch move. So
I really want to put the bridge back down on the top of the elves, but it's just going to break the break their weapons, isn't it?
Just kill them all. The hag with the artifact gets a 9-inch move, which gets her over to here. Then this hag is also running. Gives her an 8-inch move, which kind of gets her to like that. It's starting to get up.
So low.
These
guys?
I think probably gonna stay there on the objective. Oh, you need to choose which one is your major.
Major one again is over there because you can literally walk onto these. So sorry, I should have said, but it's fairly obvious.
Yeah.
It's making you either bring your Canare down or send those that way. They could do it.
Probably because I have to cut the corner. Probably like a 9-inch charge.
Can they not pile in? They can now pile in, can they?
Pretty sure. I think is it only on your turn?
Yeah, it's worth checking. In the same turn.
Yeah.
So okay, they can pile in.
Oh.
Oh.
So it only works in your
Oh
turn.
yeah. No, same turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Only works in my turn. I was thinking it was like a battle round.
No.
So it was pointless shooting.
Oh well, you could have got the damage.
Well, you could have got the damage. Yeah.
I don't think the snake's gonna move. It's such a risky play, but if I move them up and then your shark can just move over, and so can your Eidolon, and just take it, even if I leave Marathi back there. So they're gonna have to stay there, and Marathi is going to advance, getting her up to there.
Okay.
I mean, she's an immortal object.
Yeah,
she
exactly.
might as well.
You don't really need to look out for her.
No.
You guarantee once you start getting into combat, you're going to receive some wounds back anyway, no matter,
exactly.
And if the Shadow Queen's going in, Marathi might as well be up there.
Okay.
Okay. Into shooting for your turn 2.
Just the one shot, and I think I am closest to the Leviathan, so I have to shoot that one. 2's to hit. I did hit. 2's to wounds. I didn't wound.
Okay. What command points are you on, by the way?
Oh, I'll be on 2 now.
2. Okay, cool. Right. There we go. Right, charge phase. Here we go. I'm ready with my denies.
Marathi.
And Overwatch.
Sorry, Shadow Queen. Just giving it a...
What'd you get? What'd you get? Oh, come on, she's in. She's out. She's wherever she wants to be. What were you measuring?
Like, so if I go
half an inch there, pile in round 2
to there. Well, no, I'm just saying so I can keep out of combat from the other 2.
Oh, and because the shark.
I mean, like, the thing is, I don't really want to take any more wounds on her than I have to. So
no.
If I can kill it in 1 round, then I can kill it in 1 round. If
Oh, well,
not,
that's
then
that's nice. Yeah.
we'll find out, won't we? I don't.
Oh,
think
we
she
will.
can.
What's your rend?
-4 with the -3. Sorry, with the mind razor.
That 2-up save is not looking so secure, is it?
No.
Still, I got Mystic. No, I didn't.
Hey, neither did I. The Witch Elf's going for a charge.
Looking for 3-inch.
Oh, they got a 9 as well.
Okay, so do you want to just fully wrap?
Yeah, I mean, we can probably do this off camera because it's
Yeah,
gonna
we will
be
do.
a while.
Okay, so that's it for the chargers. This unit's pretty much bubble wrap with a few tails back there. They kind of got stuck back a little bit. I think you probably could shuffle. No, it's probably about fair, that, isn't it? So yeah, there we are. We're moving into combats. Right, Jack, you've chosen to, and I think quite wisely so, activate the
witches first.
and you have to. I'm going to be smacking you. We kind of like math hammered. I've probably removed 13 of them, 14 of them. Marathi does have a chance of killing the Leviathan.
Just 1 fell swoop, meaning she'll be alive for another turn. But she'll just take the 3. She doesn't go down that
you
way.
would run a serious risk of not taking this objective if you don't. Okay, you probably would still take the objective.
Still take it, but there's 25 of them in range. They're 4 attacks each. I'm re-rolling wounds.
You should remove the unit.
4 batches of 25.
Okay.
Here we go. Hitting on 3s. Oh, that was
Any re-rolls?
awful. Nope.
Oh my goodness me! What have you got on these guys? You've got Martyr Sacrifice and Witch Brew. What does Witch Brew give you?
Reroll wounds and immunity to battle shock.
Right, you did say that. Sorry.
That is awful.
Yeah, but you've got 75 more dice to go.
4s to. That was a really good wound roll though.
Okay.
And I get to re-roll. Okay, so that is 3, 6, 9, 10 so far from the first volley.
Okay.
3s to hit again. Ooh, that was a bit better. A lot better. And 4s to wounds with the reroll because Witch Elves are completely balanced and is nothing wrong with them. Okay, that's 15 more.
Well, stop there. Should we just do that? Because 25 is probably enough to do them. Okay, so let's at 25 saves now. I'm on a 4-up because I'm within 15 inch of the Leviathan.
Yeah.
So it's 4-up and then looking for 6s. So 4-up and it's not a great roll. It's not. Yeah.
Not very.
It's not great, but I think you may have still got the unit. I'm certainly not going to survive a second round of this, so let's just have a look. I think you've done it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. Done it. Okay. Okay, let's start with the bites, because that'll just get it done quicker.
Yeah.
2s. No 6s.
Oh, okay.
2s to wound. 2 wounds on 6s.
6 up ignore. 6 up armor, sorry, and then that's going to be like 6 damage, which I get 6 up to ignore, and I take 3 wounds.
There you go. Went for the easiest first.
Sort of.
Marathi having taken 3 wounds. This was the gamble you took. It was the right play, though. You had to remove those thralls. 10 thralls don't look that scary until you realise they're 3 attacks each against those witches.
3 to hit, reroll, and 3 to wounds. No save.
No save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's going to attack back. I'm going to spend 1 of my command points for all-out assault on her. For rerolls to hit, just because it's not turn 3 yet. So 7 attacks with Heartrender now. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Catechism would have been nice for those 2 6s. But I got an extra hit in there. Now this is 3s to wound. Okay, that is 5 saves. Now I have -3 rend because of the Mind Razor.
I'm a 2-up save.
I'm Bravery 10. You're Bravery 6 with the +3 from the Eidolon becoming Bravery 9. But I'm still higher than you, so they're 4 damage each. So 5 saves at -3 rend from your 2-up armor.
So 5 saves at -3 rend takes me to a 5-up save?
Yes. Yes.
5 5-ups. 2 5-ups in there.
So 12 wounds
12
so
wounds.
far.
Has that done him?
No, he's got 4 wounds left.
Oh my goodness.
The snakes will give you a nip. 2d6 attacks. 6 attacks from that. 3s to hit, re-rolling 1s. No. And 3s to wound. That is 4 saves at -1, so 4 3-ups. And these are going to be 2 damage.
4 3-ups. 2 going through.
So that's 4 damage, and that gets them there.
There you go.
Boom.
Even wounded, she just popped him off the table. Well, that's what she does, as we're saying. Okay, then the Soul Render, just hitting back against the unit of 30 Witch Elves. 2 attacks. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Misses 1 so far. And then wounds on 3. Yeah, gets a wound, -1 rend, 2 damage.
So 2 6-ups to ignore. I ignored 1. And you do take a mortal wound back from my last sacrifice.
6 up to ignore that mortal wound.
Hey!
Hey! And D3 attacks. Hey! D3 attacks from my angry serrated build Raker Dart. 3s to hit, re-rolling 1s. 3s to wound. No re-roll 1s there, unfortunately. So 1 wound, -1 rend, 1 damage.
I don't save it, but you do take a mortal wound.
6 up ignore?
Oh.
No.
Take 1 mortal wound.
1 mortal wound on him, taking him down to 4 wounds.
Okay.
And there we go, into Battle Shock. No test for me, no test for you. Witch Brew. Well, there you go, that's what she does. Even wounded, that's what she does. That was a Leviathan on a 2-up save.
Pretty insane.
Just gone. You wouldn't even finish your attacks, had you?
No, I had the tail.
Man. And she's so mobile.
Yeah.
So deadly, so immortal, and so mobile. I mean, Daughters of Khaine were always a popular army because, you know...
Super hard.
No, I mean popular to fight against because they were always so easy to beat, you know, it's not like... It's not like they were a massive blender just moving across the table.
Everybody.
And what Daughters of Khaine really needed was something that could kind of up that blender level.
Yeah. Something really fast and really hard hitting that they just didn't really have.
Yeah, immortal and blending.
Yeah, immortal really helps as well.
I think it's great. I think it's great.
Her.
It's mental.
Yeah.
We're just...
She's like 600 points, but...
She's
also,
she's a good 600 points.
Yeah, she's also a level 3 caster.
Okay, so no battle shot to take for you, even though my guy took a mortal wound and removed a model. Two models. Nice. Marathi seems okay. She doesn't seem too worried. Sorry, Shadow Queen.
Shadow Queen.
We've got to start calling her Shadow Queen because Marathi isn't a big enough name for that thing.
No. Yep.
I think that's it. Well, that takes you... You score 4 points. You didn't score my major. My last bastion of defense, which Marathi can just decide which one she wants to take next, I suppose.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just have a little cry and then continue.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, let's get into my turn 2 and let's see what I can do. Yep. Here we go then. Idoneth Deepkin hero phase. Let's see what can be done.
I'm putting that one over there as my primary.
Okay.
I feel like it's the one most out of the way.
Yeah, I probably can't get to that. I don't think, even with teleporting him, he probably still couldn't handle the charge then. So I'll tell you what, let's get through this. I'm going to go for the rites, the ritual.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and turn off fly. Anything I can do to slow her down.
Yep.
And at 9 that goes off.
Yeah.
So no fly for yours. Next up, I am going to go for Tides of Fear.
Okay.
Out of the Tidecaster. -1 to hit, -1 leadership.
Okay.
So let me just check that. It's successfully cast. Pick an enemy unit within 12 inches of the caster visible. Until your next, subtract 1 to hit rolls for that unit and subtract 1 from bravery.
Okay.
Okay, so casting value of 6.
Yep.
You've got denies all over the place. How many denies have you got?
Marathi can do 2, the Blood Rat can do 1.
Okay, so it's going to get a deny no matter what. And at a 5, it doesn't go off anyway.
No.
Oh, I go up to 2 command points.
Yep.
Just need to have a think about his spells. Right, okay, sorry about that, folks. Forgot to hit record there, so Just to summarise what happened in that term rather than go back, because it was fairly pivotal and we've said let's stick with it. I'm not sure at what point it stopped recording. I did get off Tide of Fear, which did D3 mortal wounds against...
No, that was like the Tsunami of Terror.
Sorry, yeah, I did Clean Sea Mist, which was D3 mortal wounds. It did indeed do 2 mortal wounds against her, taking her down to 1 bracket, and at that I opted to go for the second spell as Arcane Bolt. I actually did 2 mortal wounds against her with Arcane Bolt. No, you did one mortal wound, but you didn't save it, which took her down to the 6 wounds, so she's down 2 brackets. I'm out of spells. That's the end of my hero phase. Sorry if we didn't get capture that bit on video, but a couple of spells basically happened. And I think that's it for the hero phase and into movement. Yep. Here we go then into my movement. The first thing I'm going to do is retreat and run and retreat the render.
Yes, all right.
That's 3. I think he's a 6 inch, isn't he? So it gives him a 9-inch move.
He's an elf.
9-inch move. Let's bring him across to there. the Tidecaster running and retreating. 5 inches, coming round to this side of the boat. Got an 8-inch move this side of the boat. Just further back, basically. Crikey, okay, the shark. No, you know what, let's do... How much have we got here? 14-inch move.
And then they can run as well,
yeah. Okay, let's do the aspect of the sea. The Idoleth of Maplan gets a 6, puts him up to a 16-inch move. That takes him right over there. Oh, right over there. So, yeah, just there basically, yeah. Okay. He is floating on top of that pillar, but he also has the fly keyword, so it saves me balancing the model. Right, okay then. The shark. This shark is going to run. Gets a 4, puts it up to a 14-inch move. I still want to be within 24-inch, but I also want to block your non-flyable... 18-inch.
The barb launcher.
Ah, okay.
24 for the half.
18-inch then, so let's just keep that in there and do that. One more person in the way. This isn't really great for me, no matter what. I think I have to risk this fella as well in this deal. Let's go for the eels. They're going for their run. They get 3-inch, taking them to 14 plus 3, so 17-inch move. Not a lot I can do about Marathi. She's going to get to me no matter what, I think. Even if I stick round this side, you'll just cleverly... I can't go within 3, can I? Remove casualties until you can do what you want, basically. I'll pinch those back round again then. We can go to there. We can come to here. 17 inches actually puts them well over there, so you know what, let's bring that back round to here and bring that one right over to there. Go through the gap. Might as well at least try and get them within 6 inches of that. And Voltornos is going to run, and he too gets a 4-inch move, taking him to an 18-inch move. So let's put Voltornos.
I want to keep him with an 18 of the eels to give him the reroll.
Well, that's what I'm doing, but I'm thinking if it goes here, he's probably not going to make the charge. You know what? It'd be there. You'd need a 7-inch charge, whereas if I plonk him there, he can just go straight in, can't he? I don't fight first, though, so actually, do I want to double combat those guys?
You can't pile them. Well, they might not be able to pile them.
Yeah, but do you understand what I'm saying? If I fight with the eels...
Yeah, I could, like, remove
so they
you could definitely do some damage against him, unless, of course, they don't pile in. You know what? He's in trouble anyway. He can't escape from Marathi. He's basically going to park there, okay, at 3 inches. Okay?
Yep.
Because I can use a charge and drop to there, and if you can't pile in, it's probably 2 of them attacking. Something like that. That's if my 18-inch one shot. Oh, I still haven't moved this shark, have I?
No.
So if I can get... Oh, all that shark's got to do is move forward to there. And that's also within 18 inches. So that gives me a couple attempts at that, yeah? Okay. Into my shooting phase then. All I'm going to do is pop the 2 sharks off. I'm going to go 1 at a time because obviously if the first one hits. So on a 3 up, I don't get the re-rolling ones. I foolishly... Oh, actually within 18, isn't it? Totally within. So don't get them. So 3 to hit. And I get a 2. So the second shark into the sisters. And I get a 6. So I hit. But I don't wound. But I don't care about the wound because they're not piling in. I think that's it for shooting. He's got a shooting attack, hasn't he? Pardon?
He ran.
But my army can run and shoot. Everybody ran. Oh, can I run and shoot or can I run and charge? Jack's absolutely right. They
can run and shoot. It just means they can't
charge. Now, I don't intend to charge with the sharks, so it was okay to shoot with them, but I can't shoot with the Eidolon.
Weird old mechanic.
Yeah.
You know.
Makes you pick. Makes you pick. Okay, so here we go to the charge phase. Not getting the deny on pile in over there in means he's staying where he is.
Yeah.
There's no point. You can fight. You can fight in the hero phase. If I go in there, even if I do some damage, and I won't do that much.
Like 3 or 4 of them, I'll probably still get.
I might as well wait for turn 3. I fight first in turn 3, so well, you know, even if you get the turn, I fight first. So he might as well just stand there. He's doing a job. But I am going to charge the eels, and I am going to charge Voltornos.
Okay.
So here we go with the eels, and that's a 9. That's all I need. Let's get them. Okay, and then Voltornos is going to charge. I wouldn't mind something huge, and I get 11. So whoa, no.
Get as many of my guys in. Where are we going?
Steady on.
Right on the tip there.
Not even that. Let's just do half an inch, yeah.
Right.
This damn thing is over here, but.
Yeah, you might as well stay half an inch away.
Yeah.
I'm only get 1 guy attacking you, so.
Well, probably 2 or 3 actually, because this person can get in there. You've got. Oh, you can't pile in, of course, yeah. Oh, so that's 1, isn't it? Of course, you could remove from there and deny me the ability to attack.
I could indeed. But you still get to pile in 3 inches.
Yeah, but the range of his weapons. Okay, having a little think about where I put him, because I want to get as many attacks as possible in, you could remove away. I'm not going first with him, so I'm actually going to park him in there, which I think makes it... You've got to remove all of those, and even he could get across to there. So I think that makes it okay. I know I'm going to get more attacks back on me, but let's just hope my eels don't. Here we go then. Before we go into combat though, the deep mare horn, 2 up is D3 mortal wounds. Yep, so D3 mortal wounds, 2 mortal wounds onto the unit.
Ah! Yeah, take that.
5 up.
No, it's only from melee attacks and in the combat phase.
Oh really? Oh okay.
This is technically the charge phase.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course, I know that. Yeah, I'm just, I was assuming every wound dished out a 5 up within units, but it's only in the combat phase,
old rules, so you don't get that.
Right, the next thing is then start a combat phase. I am going to use Biovoltaic Blast. I kind of think I need it, and I think the 5 up mortal wounds back is going to remove some of my models.
Yeah.
So I might as well do it while I've got 6 dice rather than less. I was tempted to sit on it, but, you know.
Okay, I will get the Martyr Sacrifice against the Biovoltaic Blasts.
Right.
Because it just says, each time a model from this unit is slain in the combat phase, roll a dice. On a 5 or 6, the attacking unit suffers 1 mortal wound after it's finished making all of its attacks.
I'm fine with that.
Is it an attack?
The question is whether I'm over egging the pudding and whether I should actually sit on the attacks. You know what I mean?
It's good as a defensive thing.
Because over there, I've still got that unit to deal with, but I'm not 100% convinced
with just 2 attacks out of each of the units. Although I'm on 2 damage. Okay, after some off-camera debate, I've decided to go with the blast. I might not need it, but if you're stood there with 1 model left, I'm going to be really, really depressed because they have got Witch Brew on them, haven't they?
Yeah, boy.
So they're immune to battle shock. Yeah. I need to be free in turn 3, either to receive charges or to be able to go off and do charges. Otherwise, it neuters my army in terms of what I can impact.
Yep.
It's no good sticking a bunch of extra attacks on my heels if all they've got to do is sit and remove 1 last Witch dude. Yep. So here we go. Biovoltaic Blast. Looking for 3 ups.
Any 6
Not a
D3.
single 6,
Did you get all 3s though?
All 3s.
That is 6 mortal wounds.
So 6 mortal wounds.
6 up to ignore. I ignored 1, so that's 5 dead, but you take 2 mortal wounds back.
With a 6 up ignore. Nope, so 2 wounds onto the unit.
I'll take this lady and this lady.
Okay. Now that's at the start of combat. I assume I can still pile in then, can I?
Yeah, because it's not part of the attack.
Right, okay.
So it's at the start of combat, so it's before you've picked anybody to attack with.
Oh, of course.
It's not like you pick them, then do it. It's just something that
literally at the
happens
start of combat. Well, piling in, of course.
Yeah.
So I want to get those 2 back in those 3 back in range.
Yeah.
So he slinks up. They have got fly anyway, haven't they? I mean, kind of clinky, but you know, that's done it. So they're all back in range, and I activate them. Going in with my Volt Spears, 13 attacks, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Due to the proximity. That's a good, I mean, good news is I get to re-roll a lot of dice. The bad news is I rolled a lot of 1s. Hitting on 3s. Hey. And then wounding on 3s. Or not, as the case may be. So that is 2, 4, 6 wounds, minus 2 rend, 2 damage.
So 12 damage with 6s to ignore. That is 5 ignores. And then 5 ups to do mortal wounds. That is 2 more mortal wounds. But that is 7 of them gone.
Okay, let's do the ignores as we go along. Nope, so that's 1 dead.
You don't need to take it yet because it's after.
I know, but just so I know, basically. We're then into the Fangmoor's Fangmoor. So 6 attacks from the Fangmoor. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
Yep.
And then wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s because of Futan, but don't need it. That's 5 wounds, no rend, D3 damage.
6 of armor. Didn't make any, so that's
5d3. Whoa, okay. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 13. 13 wounds.
6 up ignore. Okay, so that's 10 dead. They 5 up to do it back. It's 4 more mortal wounds.
Okay, we're going to keep rolling them as we do them rather than count up, yeah? So, 3 more wounds taken.
Okay.
I am up to 7 wounds on that unit. I've run out of dice, wound dice, but you know, let's stick a little thing there. And now we have 6d3 attacks back coming from the Lashing Tails.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay.
So
3s to hit, rerolling 1s, 3s to wound, rerolling 1s.
A couple of 2s in there. Let's just throw those 1s over there. Up. And then wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
Yep.
And there's a 1 in there. Yeah, managed to get it to a 2. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No rend, 1 damage.
So 6 of armor. 6 up to ignore. So that's 5 more gone, and you take 3 more mortal wounds. That is another 5.
3 more ignores. Nope, all going through. So 10 wounds so far.
3. Oh wait, that's 5. Not 5. So
what gives them that 5 up bounce back?
It's one of the prayers.
So was that the Martyr's Sacrifice?
Yeah.
And having no real solid shooting, I didn't really have a lot of choice on this. I mean, that's 2 heals gone, which is, you know, why I did it.
Yeah.
I'm out of attacks at that.
So I'll attack back with my 2 witches onto Voltornos.
So I'm just so you know, I'm taking 2 of the eels out.
Yep.
I'm just going to take him. You know what? I'm going to take him and him.
Okay.
And that leaves one of them on 2 wounds.
Yep. So my 2 attacking Voltornos, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s, re-rolling.
Aren't you -1 to hit with a...
No, you didn't get the spell off.
No, his mount.
I am, so I'll just do that again.
Right.
Hitting on 4s. Oh, I actually did pretty much exactly the same.
Oh, okay.
So, wounding on 4s, re-rolling. Okay. That is 6 saves of no rent, so 6 3-ups followed by 6 ups.
6 3-ups. 2 going through.
Followed by 6 up to
6
ignore.
up ignore. Oh, 6 up ignore. No.
So 2
So
wounds.
2 wounds on turn.
And then it's, I mean, pile them in and I'll just take them 2 off because you'll definitely get them.
Yeah, I suppose if I'm going to do anything, I would just use my flying pile in.
Yep.
To loop round there, and then you're just going
5 ups, 1 mortal wound, so 1 6 up to ignore.
Nope.
Okay.
So 3 wounds onto him. That was quite unfortunate, as in the amount of wounds you dish back out. But you also lost 28 witches.
Lost all the witch elves.
Okay, but they didn't do bad on the return, did they? 2 heals down and 3 wounds off of Voltornos. I don't think you
the
can
martyr sacrifice
overly
kind of
combat.
made up for it. But...
Yeah. Okay, I think that's it for combat.
Yep.
So let's go into... Okay then, Morsar Guard need to take a bravery test. They get +1 from Voltornos, and now that +1 means a lot, because both Jack and I looked at each other with that look of, oh no, we haven't played the game for a while. You didn't get +1 damage to Marathi against the Leviathan because Voltornos gave +1, moving the Leviathans.
We did go back and redo it. And I realised we just thought to each other, actually it would have mattered because you rolled a 5, but I wasn't taking into account the additional +1 rend. So it would have just killed the Leviathan with the tail that I had attack with.
We went back and rolled it. We went back and said, look, would it have made a difference? And the tail would have killed the Leviathan anyway. So no harm, no foul. You know, it's the way it goes. But I do need to make a leadership test over here. Anything but a 6. And it was on a 6 for a while.
Cool.
So I'm good in terms of leadership. In terms of battle shock, I gain this objective back. I don't gain that. Foolishly, I should have actually moved that into there. I've made a terrible mistake there. I kept him back. I was trying to stop you go round knowing she couldn't fly.
Yeah.
And making the journey as long as possible. But I could have just come forward and still made the journey as long as possible.
Yeah.
So I could have held that objective. So that's my bad. And, you know, sometimes you just make mistakes, don't you?
What?
So 2 points from my objectives there, taking me to 5 against 7, going into turn 3 roll up.
Yep. Well, no, look, you're within 6 there, so we contest it.
Yeah.
And you held it, so you continue to hold it.
Oh, you're absolutely right. I was thinking you captured it, but no, you're right.
I didn't capture it.
You didn't capture it?
No, it goes back to being contested,
It goes
so
back
you
to being
don't
contested.
get it,
I don't
but
get it.
neither do I.
Yeah,
Right.
and if I'd have just, like I say, if I'd have literally left that model half an inch
I
forward...
mean, you can do, like, look, you ready?
You're gonna...
There you go. We haven't played in, like,
We haven't played in a
4
while.
months or
Alright,
something.
okay,
It's
so that
fine.
gives me 3 points,
Yeah,
takes me
so you
to
get
7
3
to
points.
6. If there's only 1 point in this game at the end, you're going to remember that.
Oh,
one.
yeah.
There we go, roll off for turn 3. Massive roll, there's
I
2.
got 3.
Oh my god, how can we both low but...
That's so unsatisfactory.
We were just having a discussion off camera. If I'd have got that turn, there's a damn good chance it was my game. As strong as Marathi is, 4 Eels and Voltornos would take that unit.
Yeah.
You've got choices, haven't you? You'd either make that your primary or this your primary.
Yeah.
And either way, I've got stuff that could do a lot of damage. Okay, taking that objective would be a challenge. Taking that one would be no problem at all. Taking that would be no problem at all in turn 3 when it's my turn.
Yeah.
And I've just blown 3 command points on pumping up that eel unit to super strength.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen that way.
No.
What happened is you beat a 2 with a 3.
Yeah.
Or probably more important to say, I lost to a 3
Yeah.
with a 2.
Yeah. That's more like it.
Okay, your hero phase.
Cool.
Okay, Jack, hero phase. Let's do this.
Which brew?
Which brew?
Which brew?
Which
just
brew?
because they can't do it on anybody else.
Shamaz. What's the range on which brew?
3 inch.
Okay, wow.
Catechism of Murder onto the
Spell.
snakes.
No, it's an ability, isn't it?
This is the prayer.
Goes off on a 3.
So onto them.
Murder of snakes.
Blessing of Khaine
Blessing of Khaine.
gets it.
Murderous
And
Khaine.
Martyr's Sacrifice on Might as well.
Ooh.
Gets it. Boom, boom.
Man, if I'd have got this turn, I'd be wreaking havoc.
Enfeeble. This Blood Drake Medusa is going to try and enfeeble them.
Is that a spell?
Yes. Not on a 5.
Not on
I
a
don't
5
know.
though, no.
I'm going to use the Crystal Heart.
What does that do?
It allows her to try and cast another spell, and I'm
Oh,
going to
yeah.
go for Wither. No. And on a 1, I take D3 mortal wounds. No, I'm good. So the Crystal Heart doesn't kill me.
Oh, because you know Smashing Crystal, you definitely get a cut.
I don't think she smashes it. I think it just gives her it. So
Ah.
I think she like prods it a little.
I like the idea she can.
Yeah, I kinda like that.
Because is it one use?
No. I just thought.
Alright, she definitely doesn't crush it.
I've got like since being at uni, I've just been playing D&D constantly, so I'm into like
Sometimes.
over just explaining whatever I'm doing. Marathi is going to Black Horror.
Oh, I thought you were going to say do nothing this turn.
No, I'm not going. No, I'm going to Black Horror Voltornos. I might
What's
as well
the range
give it
on that?
36. Not on a double 1.
What?
I'm going to.
You're not having a good hero phase, Jack.
Mind Raise Marathi
6?
on a 7. I get
7?
that.
I'm going to go for the deny from, re-rollable dude. And on
Yep.
a 10, I stop it.
Arcane. Oh.
It's a really lethargic roll.
9. So you can try
9.
and stop that.
Go for the deny again.
Yeah.
Who you are? Where you arcaning bolt from?
Oh, from Marathi.
So that's got to go into.
No, I can choose anybody with
It's not a shooting attack. No, I know it's not smite, but I was thinking it's a
I
shooting
get it, but you
attack.
can reroll.
I can re-roll, so I will re-roll.
That's fine.
You know what? I was actually thinking maybe I shouldn't because I'm denying myself the heal, but I've let you have it. So.
1 mortal wound on the shark. Ha!
Oh, the shark.
Take that.
Oh, okay.
Loser.
Take that and party.
Then that's about it. Oh, I'm going to try and open the Storm Vault. Might as well use the scenery.
Yeah, I
rules.
thought about that, and
I didn't.
no. Okay.
Didn't find anything. Bit of a disappointing search.
Scenery rules are in play, but we've all cunningly kind of avoided it. I didn't play that one, but I can't remember what it was, so we moved on.
I think
It was like turn
I think
1.
it gives you like +1 bravery.
Something like that, yeah. We'll check it before we move on too much,
Cool.
but I've moved off it now.
That's my hero phase. Sad and disappointing.
Here we go then, into movement, and boom.
Boom boom.
We did it off camera, but there are 2 units of Khaine coming down. Well, 2 and a bit units, because there's just an empty base there. She managed to snap a Khaine tail, which is about as bad as life can get for a Khaine.
Yep.
They have to come down in turn 3 now, otherwise they are destroyed, yeah?
Yep, it's very sad.
They've certainly lost some of their appeal by having to come down in
Ooh,
turn 3.
take
But I kind of get it. They're a get out of jail card, weren't they? That was the thing. They were a turn 5 get out of jail.
They were a panicking thing as well.
Yeah.
Like
They controlled
they
your
punished
opponent.
your opponent quite a lot for any mistake that they made.
Yeah.
I kind of get why they've done it, but it still makes me sad.
Whereabouts?
8 inches.
Whereabouts
so...
was that? Was that there? Hold on. Yep.
Oh.
Let me measure it. It's easier.
Yeah, if you move them all,
Okay.
just.
That's the max, okay?
Yep. They can all just kind of move their 8 inches.
Right.
So. They've got a decent. Oh, which one's your primary, by the way?
Primary's back there again.
Yeah, I thought it would.
Well, I spread my guys out, and we've realised actually I did that off camera.
Oh yeah.
Because again, we were having a little bit of record on problems. But I moved them back to try and make you go as far as possible, knowing that Marathi can't fly anymore. So she's got to move around. I still think she can get to them if she wants to. She can go delete that unit.
No, because it's all.
Wait, how much move has she lost?
I think she's on about 10-inch movement.
Oh, okay,
so
yeah,
she does
yeah.
go down a bit. I can't get Voltornos to be the closest for her, but I might as well move her over like that
to hit the eels with her. So
Right,
probably...
I'm pretty certain there's 2 wounds on this eel, but I've moved the dice. I took 10 wounds on that unit.
Okay.
So when I find a wound dice, I will I'll swap it out. I'll put silver one there for now. And I think I did it on this chap here. I think my wound dice got redeployed to Voltornos.
Yeah. I don't know what else I'm gonna do. But you know what?
Maybe a little dance. I think I'm paranoid.
Little Marathi's gonna move up like that. Just gonna try and kill a shark.
Okay, sorry, I wasn't paying
That's
attention.
probably it. Yeah, that's all my... the Bloodrak Medusa actually is gonna run... That's an 11-inch... Got Siri interjecting there a little bit.
Well, that's the weirdest thing that's ever happened, hasn't it? I
Yeah.
mean, nobody told Siri to do anything.
No, it's just
but
decided
insisted
it
that I needed to unlock my iPhone.
in order for the Bloodrak Medusa to run.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I did it without unlocking it.
Maybe it's an illegal
Security
move.
problems,
Maybe
though.
you got to put it
Maybe
back.
I can't do that. Oh dear. That is all my movements. I'm into shooting now.
Oh, great. Here we go into shooting with. I'm only as 10 Canary into Voltornos.
We're gonna do these 5 first.
Well, you kind of have to anyway. He's the closest unit.
They
So.
have kind of got a little bit better now, in which the boss gets an extra shot. So this is 6 shots. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s because it's turn 3. It's 5 hits, wounding on 3s. 3 saves at -2, so 3 5-ups followed by
My
6
God.
ignores.
So 3 5-up saves. Wow, 2 going through, and then 6 up from the Gloomtide shipwreck. Oh, there were 5s that time round. So 2 wounds, taking him to 5 wounds.
Okay. The other unit, which is still, I put them so Voltorns is still the closest. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s, that's all hit. Wounding on 3s, 4 5-up saves now.
4 5-up saves. 3 going through with a 6-up ignore from the boat. 2 going through, taking him to 7 wounds. He has 1 wound left.
I hate you and everything you stand for, Father. Why do you hurt me this way?
The endless argument between generations, son. I had the same loathing for my own father. Before we go on, both units get a chance to move on
that
a 4.
unit on a 4. Yeah,
Yeah,
and the other
second
unit.
unit on the bridge.
Nope.
Nope.
So they get a 6-inch movement, which.
Do you want to do that?
Yep.
Okay.
They're
I mean,
just
it's got
gonna
1
say-
wound left.
Yep.
Damn, he's only got 1 wound left.
Only got 1 wound.
He's only got 1 wound.
Not
Yeah. Well, we knew this would happen if I didn't get the turn. Voltornos was too exposed.
I mean, you still fight first, so.
you did well though in those 2
No.
rounds of shooting.
Stop it.
I think you took
Yeah, I mean.
6 wounds off of him, didn't? No, he got 3 wounds already, hadn't he? So okay. And Marathi shooting now.
Yep, the 1 stare into the eels.
Yeah,
On the 2,
Yeah.
she hits.
Does he
on the
turn to
2,
turn?
she wounds. It's -3 rand.
How many wounds?
D6.
You
You don't get a save then. It's only a 4 apartment.
get a 6-up ignore, but D6. 3 6-up ignores. 2. Enough to kill that eel.
Big stare, Marathi.
I like
love
that.
it.
He kind of just turned into stone. Just
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I love it.
Jellied eels up inside you. I'm going to apologise now for my Mighty Boosh references. That song, I have to say, I've not seen Mighty Boosh in ages.
Yeah,
And
it's
when we
been
were
a while.
when we were talking about eels, that came into my head.
And now it's
And
there.
now I'm like, eels.
Eels. I'm going to charge with that unit of Canary, which moved forward.
Yeah.
8.
You know, I just want to advise our viewers as well, if you've never seen the Mighty Boosh.
Oh,
and...
go.
No, careful, Jack.
Oh.
What I'm actually going to say is if you've never seen Mighty Boosh, whatever you do, don't Google eels and the Mighty Boosh, because you'll be left disturbed probably for the rest of your life.
Okay, that's all my charges I'm going to do. There's nothing else for me to do, so combats.
Really, over there?
Nah, I just like up here.
Oh, he is, of course, on top of the column,
He's like
isn't he?
10 miles up. I can't reach
I
him.
forgot he was sat on top of the column, yeah. What about Mini Marathi?
No,
She's
I
immortal.
don't want to risk taking the wounds because it still transfers.
Oh, of course,
so,
yeah,
nice.
Here we go then, we're into turn 3. Voltornus is probably dead. Jack's grinning from ear to ear. We're gaming each other
We'll
to
see
hell.
if it happens, and then I'll explain why I've done this.
Oh, right.
This
Do you want to explain?
This is a stupid move, but if it pays off, it's going to be good.
Right, knowing what you're doing,
Yeah, I've
because
told
you
you.
told me,
I told you.
now I feel bad profiting from it, but because I can choose my order of attacks.
Yeah.
Let's just do this then, okay? I have got, I'm going to go with Ursul's Lashing Tail.
Okay.
Does 2 damage.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So 3 attacks, hitting on
Yeah.
3s, re-rolling 1s. 1 miss so
Oh,
far.
that means I survived.
I know.
Yes! Yes! Although this is also bad. I don't know whether to be
3s to
happy.
hit, re-rolling wounds. Hits, this is no rend. One attack, no rend.
So 5 up save. A save. Do I?
Why, can you re-roll your save?
I've got Indomitable. You know what? I'm going to keep that.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Should we
keep
tell
that.
everybody what's going on?
No.
Okay, I'm going to have to do Soulless attacks because they do multiple damage as well. So I'm going on to the Soulless attacks. This is 5 attacks with the Astra Soulless. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
If you actually
4 going through. 3s to wound. 3 wounds at -1 rend.
So this is
3 6-up saves.
I'm going to use my Indomitable, my Triumph, which allows me to re-roll saves. There's 1 6.
There's 1 6.
Oh, that still wasn't 6.
So 1 6.
So 2 go through. That 1 6 does
Yeah.
a mortal wound against Voltornos. The 2d3 though.
2d3. And that is 3 mortal wounds. It's not even enough to take the unit.
6 up to ignore. 3 of them do die. You do still have the claws.
I'm going to do the rest of the attacks.
She
I
might
think
as well.
Voltornos is essentially dead now. What I was hoping for was the 3 attacks go through from the Lashing Tail. You don't roll any
Yeah,
6s, and
no.
I'd have done 6 damage.
Yeah.
And I'd have got away with it. But there's nothing I can do now. 3 attacks from the Fang Jaws, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. All going through, wounding on 3s.
Then reroll.
And then re-roll it. Oh, I don't need to re-roll 1. So that's 3 going through at -1 rend, doing 1 damage.
6 ups with a reroll. That's another 6, but 2 more go through. So is that 2 more damage?
Just 1 damage. Yeah, 1 damage
Yeah.
each.
Okay, they do all die, but you take 2 mortal wounds on Voltornos, so 2 6-ups to ignore.
Looking for the double 6. No.
Yeah.
Voltornos
So there
goes.
it is. That was the plan.
I love it.
I
I love
knew I couldn't,
I
kill
love
him.
it.
but I knew the Heart Piercer shields had a chance to just mortal wound him as they died, and that was the hope.
Great move.
And it did pay off. So.
Great move. Without Voltornos. And there was no point giving Voltornos more attacks.
Because it would have just made the chance more likely.
I mean, that's more or less game. But we'll play on. We'll see what I can...
Yeah.
But without Voltornos, 3 eels left on the table. No Voltaic Blast left. Yeah. It's hard work. Okay. Right, that moves the score 10 to 6. Did you spend any command points that turn?
No.
So you remain on 2 because you were at 2. You went to 3 actually,
Yeah.
but you'd spent 1, or you went to 2 and spent 1, and I didn't update it. Voltornos is dead. That eel is gone. I need to make a battle shock test
Oh, yes. Yeah.
over here. I
6.
do have a command point, so
No, that just makes him immune.
to battle shock. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. That's what I'm thinking. Do I spend it?
I mean, you get a reroll because of the banner, so.
Yeah. Okay. Yep, I'm good.
Very good.
Okay, 3 points to you, takes you to 10. A severely neutered army on my side. And a relatively full strength army from you. I know you lost the witches,
Yeah, but I've still got all
but
the
2
snakes.
big fat units of snakes. And I don't get the bonus in attacks anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go into my turn and see what I can salvage from this.
Cool.
Right, into my hero phase on a 9-up ritual. Don't get that.
Hey,
Let's get into
Fluff,
some
fluff
spells. Cloying Sea Mist over there.
Yep.
5 doesn't go off. I'm going to use my re-rolls. I'm feeling my dice are abandoning me. 8 it goes off.
yeah, I'll try
deny.
and stop it with Marathi.
Yeah, with a 13.
Yowza. Okay then, in which case, crikey, might as well go for Tsunami of Terror.
Yeah.
Actually, do I though? Might as well just go for Arcane Bolt and see if I can take a wound off her.
Yeah.
Arcane Bolt. 12.
No, so that's D3 mortal wounds on Marathi.
2 mortal wounds.
Ignored 1, so she carries 1 over to Big Girl.
Takes her up to 7 wounds.
Yep.
I think that pushes me into the next bracket, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay. That'll do for now, Pig. Riptide. I forgot what Riptide does, Jack.
-1 to hit, and then D3 mortal wounds on your next turn.
Okay, well let's put that into Marathi, because if that can
Yeah,
kind of
it
dish
makes
off,
sense.
it'll carry over, you know. So Riptide goes off on a 8.
I'll try with the Blood Rack. I do on an 11.
Ooh, good rolling. I think that's it for Hero Phase. And we go into movement. Oh, before we move on though, you've named that as your primary objective,
Yes,
correct?
yeah, that one.
Here we go then, into movement phase. The remaining eels, 14-inch gets... Oh, Marathi, I do... Oh, sorry, Shadow Queen.
Her insanely long, like, finger whip.
It's a long charge. But, you know,
Yeah.
hopefully they can make it.
Yeah. Do you want to move him, like, round to the back or something?
Yeah,
I
get
mean,
him, you know,
he's got,
yeah,
like,
just
10 inch.
10 inch,
so,
yeah, just get him round there. He's not taking any wounds yet, has he?
He's still got his cloud as well.
Okay then, the sharks.
Dun. Dun.
I'm gonna move one of the sharks up here, for sure. Yeah, I know, but like there, you know. So just down there. Do I need an extra body? Do I need another shark over there? Or do I use the shark to block Marathi? Oh, she's flying this turn though, isn't she?
They fly now.
But I can make it longer. There you go.
Dun.
I don't think the shark needs to be over there. I need it back here to kind of block that gap. You've at very least got to go around him.
Yeah.
This dude is going to run.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking I've not used or benefited from the Cloud of Midnight, and whether there was anything I could do with that. That's a 5-inch run. Let's put him in the way of Marathi. Oh, she flies. She's just going to ignore him. You know what though? Let's at least move him onto that objective. Yeah?
Yeah.
And in fact, was I holding this objective? No, I lost it. So
No, you would have regained holding it at the end of my turn because I moved
off of it.
off of it. Which I actually think that was silly.
Okay, so shark forward anyway. Let's avoid the debate anyway. Even if you hadn't moved off it, I can regain that objective at least. You're gaining this one unless she comes round here, which she's going to do. I'm going to run her because she's got no attack anyway. So 1 inch, but you know she's still on it, and she's right next to the boat.
Yep.
Okay. I think that's it for movement. It's a mess. Right, I need to start chipping away at these guys. Let's switch off piling. At least deny you know, maneuverability.
Nope.
3 fails, so let's switch off piling again. And it does hit this time. Wounds on a 3 as well, doesn't it? I believe 4. It does wound. No rend, I think, with this attack, is it?
It's 3 damage. I ignored 1, so one of them dies. And 1 more to wound.
The Eidolon is going to shoot the Abyssal Energy at Mini Marathi. I'm -1 to hit her, aren't I? But I've got no choice. She's within 15 inch. This one's out of it. So I might as well go for it. I'm thinking if I can just chip the 2 other wounds off, it's 1 step closer, isn't it? So I do hit. Sorry, it's 2 attacks. It's D3 attacks.
Yeah.
And then I am looking for 4s.
I just remembered I actually get to reroll my fanatical saves on the snakes, but it doesn't matter. So.
Okay. So that's shooting over, and we are into charges.
Yep.
Okay, so here we go into charge phase. Crikey, you know what? Let's do the eels. Stop singing Mighty Boosh. I'm going to need a 7-inch charge with the eels. Oh, do I get a reroll? command point. Did I leave it close enough? It's 12 inches, isn't it? I moved him in the wrong direction. Okay, well I did roll a 5-inch charge, so I'm fighting first. Might as well come across here. They're going to take a bunch of mortal wounds, but I can, of course, use my pile-in to get. They're a bit of a mess, but I'm going to try and use my pile-in, maybe even to get round to your
You'll be
witches.
able to get all of them.
So we'll get that sorted in a bit, and then the Eidolon of Matlan flying in there. He nails it. So just put him right on top of the objective. Boom. Don't think he gets anything from
No, it's the
charge,
storm
does he?
that gets that.
Shark going in. And on a 4, Shark makes 6. They have the fly kiwi. Kiwi? Just tag 1 if you can, because you can't pile in, remember. So if you can literally drop in there, then that's what I'd want to do. So you get 1 attack back.
Wow, they're 2-inch range, so I might get a couple more. But...
Is a good point as well that with the Eidolon, I probably should have just tagged a single model with that. I got quite a big charge, didn't it? Was it like 11 or something, wasn't it? So I can go back and check. That. Yeah, just put him on the boat. Good idea. Or next to the boat, at least. Okay. Need to check, though, with that shark. I might use a command point and re-roll his charge, because I need the body on the objective. Was I within 12 inch?
If you push him...
Before we moved there. Oh, wait, no.
To there, with the 4-inch charge, then yeah, you get on the 6-inch.
I'm on the 6-inch, am I? Okay. Right. I think that's it. You know what? Let's go for a Hail Mary charge out the second shark.
Take more wounds off Marathi then.
6. So just fattening it out.
Yep.
You're going to fly over him to a degree. What's your move now?
I think it's 10. It might be less.
You're going to be able to use him as a charge slingshot, but not enough to get into that thrall unit. Might as well try and put some wounds on Marathi. I attack first anyway, so I think that's it. Okay, here we go. First up, the Alapex into Marathi. How many wounds did I do against her this turn?
1.
So I'm trying to score a couple of wounds. I actually think I'm going to struggle because she's so damn sexy.
So
I can't concentrate. So I'm forced to hit. Okay. 5 hits. 3s to wound. This is barbed hooks and blades, by the way, so no re-roll here. Cocked dice there, which is a shame because it was just off a 5. So that was 4 wounds, I think. Yeah, 4 wounds.
Woo! 4 of armor.
3s to wound, sorry, anyway. I said 4s to wound, didn't I? She taken the 2 wounds? Okay, so I don't need to do the ferocious bite, which isn't that bad actually. It's 2 damage, the ferocious bite, -2. For all the silliness, of course, I can pile in. So all I'm going to do is keep her out of 1 inch and definitely move him onto the objective. Let's do the 6 attacks again with the barbed hooks. So this is 3s this time. 3s. Oh, a horrendous roll. And then 3s to wound. 2 wounds. No rend. 1 damage.
5 of armor. 6 of ignore. Which I can re-roll. Can you take mortal wound on a 5?
3 attacks with the ferocious barb. Sorry, no.
Ferocious bite.
Ferocious bite. Sorry, 3 attacks on 3s. No re-roll of 1s because it's re-roll 1s to wound with this, isn't it? 3s re-rolling 1s. 1 wound at -2 rend, doing 2 damage.
-2 rend?
Yeah, it's a good old bite.
6
chomping on down on you.
With a reroll. And a 5 up to do a mortal wound back. Hey, you do take 1 mortal wound.
You know what? You had wounds allocated to them, yeah?
Not from him.
Yeah, so I do indeed get +1 attack on the bite because you had some wounds allocated to you, and this is on a 3. And on a 3, re-rolling 1, and I get a 2. Those Baxes never win. No. Never do anything for you, do they? Okay, that's that one done.
Eidolon that can pile in.
Yeah, throw the Eidolon in.
Hit that one
while we're here. So the aspect of the sea, then we've got the Trident, which is 3 attacks.
Yes.
3s. No reroll ones. Oh, so missing that. 3s to wound. No wounds with a trident. Really fluffed up there. 3 attacks then. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. I don't know what I was going to say then. It wasn't even going to be a swear word. -1, 1 damage.
One?
Yeah, this is the Deep Sea Scepter. I've just bonked you on the head with.
It goes through, so a 6 up to ignore with a reroll. And you take a mortal wound on the 5 next.
2d6 sharp fangs. Coming
It's
from
all
my...
this little fish, isn't it?
It's 9. 9 attacks, hitting on 4s though. Oh my god. 2 hits.
Hey.
Wounding on 4?
Wounding on 4s, re-rolling 1s, but 1 wound going through. That's a horrendous roll.
Oh, I don't ignore it, but I do get to re-roll. Nope, and on the 5 that you take. It's the point.
So did you pile me in?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay, but you know, some of my attacks are only 1 inch.
Yeah, you were within an inch.
Oh, have you removed the
Oh, yeah, I removed some there, yeah.
Oh, were they wounded or you intentionally removed? Remember, you can't pile in.
Wounded.
Ah, okay. Right, next up, eels. Right, combat from the eels. What we've decided to do is kind of math hammer the pile in because they're just tangling each other to hell. And we worked out without moving bases that I can focus all of my attacks on the
Canary.
On the Canary, and I'm probably dragging 1 witch into combat. Probably,
yes.
You know, there's a move up and across, but either way, I'm essentially dragging a witch into combat.
Yep.
The other one still stays outside the combat. I'm going to focus all the attacks on the 5 Canary because that gives me the objective if they all die. But I'm going to get wounded back.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
Okay. Here we go. 6 attacks, hitting on 3s with the Volt Spear. That's 4 going through, wounding on 3s. All 4 wound at -2 Ren, doing 2 damage.
6 up save, because I'm actually 4 up save because of the cover. I mean, 2! So you take 2 mortal wounds, but 2 of my Canary died.
Only 2. That's not good news for me, because that's another eel at risk now. They all needed to die from that. 3 attacks from the Fangmaw of Fangs.
Yep.
Again, I'm going for the multiple damage. Wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Don't need it though. No Ren, D3
4
damage.
up save. 1 goes through, so D3.
2 damage.
Don't save any, so there is 1 left.
And that leaves me with 3d3 attacks. I was thinking I should have called my attacks. I could have put some down to the other, you know, the witch, but
Yeah.
I'd have never known what was going to happen anyway, so it's impossible. 3d3s. So that is 6, 7, 8. It's actually more than I wanted. Because you know what's going to happen here, don't you? Hitting on 3s. Oh, saved by the appalling dice rolls. Only 2 going through. Wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Both go through. No rend.
1 goes through.
1 damage.
Oh, she
does it. They do it.
So
okay,
close.
but the question is now, because what we've actually got is a model there, a model there, and a broken model
and
here.
I mean, I think the hag can probably get 1.
Yeah, that's what we're saying,
1
yeah.
hag, but it stopped both of them.
Yeah, but 1 hag, this is the whole point, 1 hag, if she does 2 wounds against that unit, I don't take that objective. So going straight back to the attack with the hag, fell off the stairs, so that's 1 mortal wound to her.
There you go, she's failed. She's got 4 attacks.
Yeah.
Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Wounding on 4s, re-rolling.
I've gone very quiet, you may have noticed.
This is a -3 rend with hags. No, it's not, it's -1.
How many did you get?
3.
3, 4 up saves.
2 go through. 2 go through. And I should have mentioned, actually, I've just been looking at the rules, and they're actually...
Wait, I'm on terrain.
Yeah, you charged, though.
Wait, he's dead.
And they were ones.
And they were ones.
Yeah.
What was I trying
There's no
to
way.
do? There's no way.
No.
Okay.
Saved my...
I've removed the banner, but only
Saved
because that was the
myself.
easiest one to remove, but that was probably another idiot move there, but okay. The only attacks back now are the attacks on the sharks. You've got Mini Marathi onto an Alapex, and you have one weird woman, weird snaky lady.
2 inch range.
Oh, you got 2 inch?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you only had 1 inch range.
No.
Oh,
So-
no, use the pile-in.
So Marathi's stabbing. Oh, she has to reroll ones because there is blood. Oh, it does not. And a 3 to wound. Oh, nothing. And then I think it's 6 attacks from her golden wing. Golden
wings.
Da da da. 4 hits, 3 to wound. 3 saves at -1.
3 saves at -1, and of course, off by art, I know that the Alapexes have a 4-up save, making them a 5-up save. 2 go through. Damage?
Just 1.
Just 1.
Just 1. Then the Blood Sisters attacking the other shark with the spear. Oh, wow, wow. Impressive roll there.
Yep. You're doing well, son. You're doing
3
well.
saves at -1.
3 saves at -1. Takes him to a 5-up save. And all going through. Damage?
Oh, just 1.
What about the Scaff Touch?
Wow, here we go now. I'm gonna...
Because range doesn't matter with this, does it? 5
So
Scaff
weird.
Touches, yeah?
Yeah, I like pick a unit that's within an inch, and then for everybody in my unit, I get to roll a dice. So
It's what it is. It's what it
So
is.
I-
Let's see it. Let's see it do some
the
damage.
lack of touch you. 4 mortal wounds. That's enough.
Oh, is that the shark gone?
Yeah.
Oh,
Very
okay. There you go.
wounds.
You know, it was a long shot, and it turned out to be too long a shot. Right, at that we move into my hero phase, and essentially my long shot was based around getting the eels over there. I didn't get the eels over there. I didn't have a character within range to get the reroll.
Yeah.
None of it really worked for me, basically. What that means is I take 2 points that turn, puts me to an 8 to 10 disadvantage of 2 points, going into a turn where, okay, Marathi is still on the table, but
Wounded.
there's
but
not a lot
still.
left that could kill. Something will kill her, probably before the end of the game, but that isn't going to change the outcome of the game. There's 10 models over here. I'll keep calling that my primary objective.
Yeah, and I probably won't be able to get that for a while.
But you're scoring 5 points every time against my
Yeah.
1, essentially.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, all you need to do is, you could even just retreat back here and forever call that your primary.
Yeah.
And they're not going anywhere, are they?
I mean, I
so
could
now-
probably kill the eels in my turn with the hags. And
Well, you can.
do
Don't forget that you also have the ability to fight in your hero phase. So you
yeah.
probably just call Marathi, take that shark off. You could even just start marching Marathi over there, couldn't you?
Yeah.
There's so much you could do. Is it a combat? Is it full combat? So pile in and everything. So actually, they could go into.
Yeah, 'cause they could pile back and just attack.
I think it's game. Let's call it. We don't often call games, but I think when it's this far gone.
Yeah, I think there was a couple things. Being able to kill Voltornoth, I think if Voltornoth didn't die, it would have been a very different game, because him and the eels could have gone and taken this objective over here.
Yep.
You probably would have been a bit more confident over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hope you enjoyed it. There's many more of these getting reported, and I think that's one of the reasons we're not going to play on, because we want to get as many recordings
Yeah, I
out
mean,
as
we
well,
know the outcome.
and we
You
know
know
what
the
this case is
outcome.
going.
Yeah,
So
we're
spending
just-
another hour and a half finishing that off doesn't really make any sense. So hope you've enjoyed the game. If you want to watch a post-game review where we chat a little bit about the units and how they performed and what we think of them, then head over to our Patreon link. That will be available on there to our patrons. So
Talk a bit more about the tactics.
yeah, we'll see you over there, and if not, we'll see you next time on YouTube, which is perfectly fine if that's where you want to watch us. See you
ya.
later.